Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to do a cornmeal porridge recipe, which is a very popular Jamaican dish, super easy to make and the perfect alternative to oats porridge. This recipe is approximately 99.99% vegan. The only thing that's not vegan is how I've opted to sweeten my porridge. It's completely up to you. I just can't give up the condensed milk. I've tried and I tried, I can't do it and I'm not going to do it. So other than that, if you guys have got any questions, please pop them down below. Any comments, if you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. Okie dokie guys, so we've got all our beautiful ingredients out on the side. We've got our milk, our cornmeal, our sweet milk, our nutmeg, our cinnamon sticks, everything that we need. And what we're going to start by doing is warming up our milk. So I use Oatly oat drink as my dairy-free alternative. I think it's the best option available, but of course use what works for you. And then we're just going to pour that into a pot, and then we're also going to go ahead and add in some coconut milk. So I find the mixture of oat milk and coconut milk gives it the best flavor and also really nice rich consistency, and I love that. So we're going to pour that in, and then we are going to go ahead and spice our milk. So we're going to add in some sweet cinnamon, and then we're going to also add in some nutmeg. So you can either use ground nutmeg or whole nutmeg, which you grate. I tend to use the whole nutmeg myself, and I have a grater, but for the sake of ease and to get the measurements for you guys, I've just used some ground nutmeg here. And then we're going to whisk that in, and then we're going to drop in some cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon sticks can be a little bit annoying because they do break up when you're mixing your cornmeal porridge, but you need it, so you're just going to have to manage. And then we've got our cornmeal fine polenta here. Dunn's River brand is what I usually use, and we're going to use a cup measure to measure it out in a jug. And to get the smoothest cornmeal porridge that you can, what you want to do is soak your cornmeal in some milk or a liquid before you actually cook it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that, and then we are going to mix it around, and I like to add a bit more milk as well until it's quite smooth. So we're going to set that to the side, and then our milk has warmed up. So once our milk is starting to bubble, we don't want it to froth too much or anything like that. We're just going to mix it up again, and then we're going to go ahead and pour in that cornmeal mixture. And then once we've done that, we're going to use our spoon or our whisk. I use a whisk because I think it gives me the smoothest texture and I love it, but you can use a spoon if you want to. We're going to mix that in, remove any lumps and bumps, turn our heat down, and then we are going to put the pot lid on, and we're going to leave it to boil. Or simmer, I guess. And then once you can see a lot of that liquid drying out, we're going to go ahead and mix it around again, mix it out until it's smooth. You can see the difference, it looks beautiful. And then we're basically going to go ahead and sweeten it. So like I told you guys, I am not giving up the condensed milk. When now I do it, I'm sorry. So I've used the condensed milk here. Then we're going to also add in some vanilla extract. I use this brand Nelson Massey and it's beautiful. So we're going to pop some of that in, and then we're also going to balance out all of those lovely flavors with some sea salt. Not too much, literally just a pinch. And then we're going to mix that in, lovely jubbly, and then we are just going to leave it on a low heat so that can all just simmer and fuse together. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and prepare our accompaniment. So I think that hardo bread with butter is the best accompaniment for cornmeal porridge. It's not even up for debate personally. A lot of Jamaican people do like Excelsior water crackers. I am not the biggest fan, but it is like the traditional way. And just before I serve, I like to mix it up again because it does develop some sort of a skin, we call it. So you just want to break that up before you serve it. I'm going to use a spoon, pour it into our bowl, make it look all nice and cute. And then I've just crimpled up or crunched up some of the crackers with my hands. I'm just going to put that on top, or you can leave it plain. I prefer to eat it plain. And then when you're ready to serve, you can either have it plain, like I said, or you can dust some nutmeg over it, but I don't believe in the raw nutmeg. It's not for me personally. We've got our hardo bread, and then we've also got me, sorry, just scooping out. You can see that it's nice and smooth. I like a thick texture or consistency on my porridge because I find that it's the most filling and it keeps me filled up for the whole day, well, until lunchtime anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Follow me on all my social media, and I shall see you guys next time.